Alright. So, everyone, welcome to the tower. This is going to be a really basic video. I'm just testing, doing some learnings. My first tower YouTube video. First time ever really narrating something. So, bear with me. I'm sure as I get a little more, do some more videos, I'll get a little more comfortable naturally, you know. So, this is my tower. I'm doing a disco run right now, dissonance run. Yeah, let's take a look here. We'll take a look at everything. So, don't mind the dogs in the back; they're a little crazy. I got two golden retrievers. So yeah, so here's my tower. We can start off with my lifetime stats. 1.85 big Q. Let's see. The other main thing I think, is looking at those research. More research, stronger the tower. So that's 1.9K. Yeah. Look at my max levels here. Got everything up to the 16 milestone. Yeah, 45 little Q there. Let's see. Let's take a look at the dissonant runs here. So here's what I'm looking at. I got attack, defense, and utility up to tier 3. I'm working on this one right now. I've got I'm at EHP primarily, so I got everything up to 13 there for health, and up to 16 on attack. And then again, that's because I'm EHP, so I have I don't really rely on damage. So, continuing to chip away at those. Right now, I think I'm going to focus a little bit on a few utilities. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure I might change. I might try to close these out soon. What do I got? 5 more in the attack side. I haven't really worked on ultimate weapon side. I should be working on that, but that hasn't really been a priority for me. Let's see. I keep everything pretty much maxed in here. I keep the attack range right at 92. Because that's where my orb line is in my black hole. I don't really screw with these. They don't do anything for me. I lock my shockwave at 205, which we'll get into a little bit here. I don't do much with the landmine damage. Max everything as far as attack level skips. I do 500, 400 health level skips. And then we'll look at the enhancements as well. Just because these are cheap, I do 1.8, 1.3 in the attack. This is pretty much always the same here. I just kind of chip away at these when I have a bunch extra. For tournaments, you don't get the perks for health. The perks for health regen. So when I respec for tournaments, I put this at about 2.35, I think, and then I have a little bit less into the health side. 1.23 on the enemy level skips there. It's starting to get outrageously expensive, so I'm not really gonna plan to touch that too much. Even these are starting to get pretty expensive, so I'm gonna kind of leave those here. Maybe I'll end up doing like another 5 into here, and then I really just keep that there. That's enough for me to get my stuff maxed out, my level skips in run maxed out pretty quick. Let's look at the ultimate weapons. So keep in mind I am at mid run. Yeah, I got Smite. This is my big one here. 7 of 11. It's now very expensive, so I think it'll be a while before I add anything extra to that. Didn't do much with the smart missiles. Death Wave, I'm getting close to max on here, I believe. With the cooldown, I think it's 50 seconds max. So I'm getting there. I think I have 1 or 2 more clicks into that, and then that'll be max. And then eventually I'll get the 8th Death Wave. But I don't think so anytime soon. I'm not really sure. I mean, those are obviously very expensive. I mean, that's several weeks, a couple months of honestly saving just to get 1 click. So, Chrono Loop, I got the unlock on it. Nothing special. Honestly, that's a little bit of a regret. I would have much rather taken out those stones and put them towards, a click of this or towards a click of that. But it is what it is. I'll eventually, add to that. It will become important eventually, but just right now, I've had that unlocked for several months, and it does nothing for me. So, I got the max inner landmines. That's good for getting stuns, so I like that. I'd like to get a couple more clicks into the cooldown just so I'm getting more of those stuns. Chrono Field, go back to that here. I got the cooldown maxed and speed reduction. Get it up to 90% with modules, with the correct modules. GT, we got the combo 10 of 14. Again, that's very expensive. Won't be touching that anytime soon. Max out the cooldown. I don't do a natural sync because I use G-Comp. Permanent Golden Tower, permanent Black Hole, permanent Chrono Field, all with G-Comp. Eventually, I'm going to get some more clicks into this. In hindsight, and this is just kind of early game, not really knowing what you're doing, I found out that duration now with Golden Combo is considerably more important than your cooldown. And, I guess eventually I will get the duration to the max. That's very expensive, going to be a long time from now. But even if I would say have 112 seconds into the duration and have less into the cooldown, I have so much extra cooldown because of my ancestral G-Comp that it's a lot wasted. I have a lot of wasted stones right there right now, and I've had that for a long time. I've had permanent Golden Tower for a long time because of G-Comp, and the duration honestly is considerably more important now at this point. I'd make so much more if I had a longer duration for the GT Plus combo. Is what it is, Got one permanent Poison Swamp. That serves me really good. I do need to work on finish up the lab, I think, for the size of it for tournaments, but it's good right now. I got one permanent, helps with the stuns. That's really good. Got some huge black holes. Duration's good. It's not permanent. I have to use G-Comp to have it permanent in tournament, and I would need one more click of duration, or to adjust some substats for modules if I wanted to do permanent without G-Comp and in run, because you get the 12-second perk. So some flexibility there, but like I said, I use G-Comp. I'm going to be using G-Comp for the foreseeable future. I think until I can make a little bit more consistent stones by moving up a couple positions in Legends League. So I got some excellent spotlight coverage, max spotlights, bonus, just, got some clicks in there, is what it is for the time being. We'll go on to the cards. So I got, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 masteries I have a lot of labs still to complete on them. I've completed this one, I believe. Yeah, completed that one. Completed health regen. Completed intro sprint. Completed recovery package. Chance mastery. Completed second wind mastery, and I'm working on completing wave accelerator right now. I just actually today, after the tournament last night finished, I got wave skip mastery, so that's great. So now I have a 10% chance to double wave skip, so my runs for these dissonant runs are going to be considerably faster. So that's great. Damage level 5, health level 5. That's max. Slow aura, I need to put a couple into there. I just had so much going on, but I wanted to unlock it because these time delay in between enemy attacks makes a big difference. So this has only got a couple into it. Yeah, 3 only unlock on that one. And let's see, I got just the unlock on that. That one I got mainly because you get the bonus for your ultimate weapon, so it increases your damage like a crazy amount, which even though I'm EHP, having some damage doesn't hurt. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I'm in run, so I can't go through these. I'd show you guys what I use. But yeah, we'll move on to the modules here. Really good. I got 3 assist modules. I have the max here for ancestral. So that's great. So I get the full 8 in the assist slot. I've been using this now for a few months, and I mean, I don't think there's anything that's better. And I mean, that's hard to argue for EHP or glass cannon, because you get just so much percentage damage from that, and percentage damage is infinite damage. So I'll get that eventually. I want to get that for this guy here, my Astral Deliverance for my bounce shot range. That would help a lot with my Chain Lightning, but I'm not going to make that a priority until I can get that Ancestral. That's the last important one that I want to get Ancestral, and I just have not seen it. I need one frickin' more. Yeah, so yeah, here's what I'm using. 3-star, use health, orbs, defense. Defense is really just for the tournament. I get way over maxed. The max in run is 98. I get way over that in like farming runs and stuff. Same thing here, pretty much the same things. Over here, let's see, I got the duration on the Golden Tower like I was talking about. This is a big one. I need to re-roll this. Actually, yeah, I was waiting until I got 2 million. So after this run's done, I think we'll re-roll this. This is important for getting cells. I'm now getting about 1 million every run for cells, which is huge. Harmony Conductor is great. Shot damage avoidance, missing attacks. That's huge. I want to get this up a little bit. But 5% increases isn't detrimental, I think, right now. So I want to work on these a little bit, get these up. This just needs to get re-rolled. So yeah, I'm using a Black Hole Digester in the assist slot. I think I could run it in the primary slot, but I'm pretty sure there's times where I don't, because I only have that. What is that? 5%. Yeah, it's only legendary in the assist slot. So I would only get 13 seconds. And depending on, packages, there's definitely times where I don't get 100% uptime on the black hole. So that hurts my runs. And that applies for black hole, all of the ultimate weapons, Golden Tower. So there's a number of variables there. Death wave cooldown, so I'll get less cells, less bonuses from that. So there's definitely. I did some testing with that. Runs don't last as long, and I don't make as much if I flip-flop those two. Even though I'd get the higher bonus for this, it's literally double, but it doesn't. yeah, it doesn't outweigh it. Yeah, what kind of position substats am I running here? Coins, level skips, package chance, obviously. Just a couple utility upgrades there, defense upgrades. Over here, basically just getting more shots off, getting more chain lightning shots. So that's kind of what we got going on there. Right now, I think I would like to focus on getting this to 50%, so I could get 4% on the defense. Right now it's 2.8, but I'd like to get it to 4% just for tournaments. But I am thinking about my next mastery being extra defense. I almost got that, but I want to get through these dissonant runs a little bit faster. And right now I'm really able to just balance one farming run overnight and 2 dissonant runs a day. And like every couple of days I'll just skip dissonant runs and just farm. But now I've stockpiled myself a good chunk, and as long as I don't put something on for 6 times, I'll be able to maintain this pretty well. Because like I said, I'm getting, let's see, non-dissonant runs. Yeah, I'm making 1.38. Now this is a long one. This is almost 13 hours. But if we look at like a 15 run, 1.2. And look at the cells per hour, 128K. So yeah, 1.2, and this only took me a little over 9 hours. I haven't gotten, unfortunately, I have not been able to. And it's been a little bit, but that's why I want to work. That's why I've been working on finishing out these health ones, and then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do a couple of these, just for to increase my farming runs. I think I'll go through 6. I'm doing 4 right now. I think I'll do 4 or 5, and then if I do tomorrow, I could do 6, 7, and then I think I'll switch back to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the attack ones. And then by that point, hopefully, I'll be able to come back to tier 16 and increase that. Because I'd like to get the multiplier. I can't show you right now because I'm in this dissonant run. But yeah, I'd like to get the coin bonus for 16 higher so I could run some shorter runs. Because before this update, man, I was doing 4.5, 5 hour runs and everything was great, but now it's like my runs are so much longer. This really changed everything, which is going to be great. It's going to be great long term, but right now it's just kind of a learning curve, and I've been kind of dumped into where I can't do as well on these tier 16 runs, and it's like my bonus for 15 is just so much crazier. I mean, my bonus for 14 is way better than 16 by like a ton. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. We'll take a quick look at the labs. Here's what I'm working on right now. Finishing out a couple EHP labs here. Got 2 masteries going. I'm gonna run this till it's done. I'm gonna run this up to probably at least 25%. I think would be beneficial. So yeah, I think 25%. So yeah, we'll get that up to like 4 or 5 or whatever that is. Finish this out, this level, and then 2 more levels. This I don't really know how long I'll keep in. It's about halfway there, so I'll keep this in a little bit because that's good for tournament and farm. So I think that's pretty important. This has got 60 levels. I think it was 60 levels. So they're pretty dang long now, so I think we'll keep that in there for, I don't know, maybe 52 or so. And this, I think it's 50 levels and they're starting to get long. I mean, look at, I still got 8.5 days here, and look at how far it's been through. I mean, this was a 25-day lab, so I think I'm probably going to pump the brakes on defense after a lab or level or 2. I think I might run it until I can get enough stones, 1,000 stones, which will be 4 weeks, until I can get defense, because then that's 0.7. I don't know how much that increases per, but I would really like to see defense percent at like 92 or something, or pardon me, yeah, closer to 90. I'm at like 81 or 82 right now in tournaments, so I'd like to get it to like 90. I'm looking to try to get 90. I do have a relic that I'll be picking up. I'm gonna get this as well, the event boost here. I should have did that. I should have got this. I had enough medals. If I would have got this, I would have had enough medals here to get this before the tournament. And man, look at this tournament placement. This is by far my most waves ever, 785. I did have like a 600 kind of, like 495. So my waves have been going up pretty consistently. This was, I think, a very easy ranking, and I got a good bracket compared to what some other people got. I saw some other people to get stones had to get hit like 12 or 1300 waves. So I mean, I got a lucky bracket. I'll say it. But yep, look at that, stones for the first time over here, and then look at this. I was worried I was going to get bumped in this bracket, literally the next bracket. And here we go, new highest finish. Got stones again, or pardon me, keys. So look at this. We got our 4 keys. Can't spend them yet because I think you need 5 as a minimum. So yeah, so this is what we're working with. This isn't a good representation because this isn't a farming run. But yeah, so I'll take a look at what I got here. Here's what I'm gonna be working on. I'd like to get this up a little bit more. I pumped the brakes on it just about a week ago to work on some other things. This is another important one that I want to get up to, 7 or 8%. I think. All right, I don't remember what it maxed out. Maybe 8%. I think it maxed out. So 6.5%, 7%. I want to kind of move up to next. I'd like to finish up the swamp radius. Yeah, so I definitely have some room to grow the swamp. I think that's important for tournaments. You get the bonus, the multiplier with the perk, so that's huge. So that's not really needed, but for tournaments, for the additional stun times. Health, I should get that maxed out. This will have to get done. These are getting very expensive. I think the highest levels I heard were in the S's, small S's. So, I mean, I've only made 1.8 big Q, so that's almost 1,000 times, or 1,000 times more than that, more than my lifetime. So it's gonna be a long time before I finish those out. I haven't started on the. This is another big one. I need to get this up to like 75 or so. They're starting to get long, but that's very important just for everything. So I really do need to work on that. Not really sure what order and what to take out. I want to keep working on the EHP stuff, but I think it's probably going to be, like I said, about a month. So I think I might run these two for around that. This I think I'll swap out. I don't really know for what. Maybe put the health mastery in, so just keep bumping up the health. We'll see. I got to finish out this last level too. This is going to get fit in there somewhere, and that's going to take about 5 days. So, yeah, but to see what I have all done here, lab coin discount, that's another big one. I mean, that's a huge econ perk there. These will be good. I'll probably put a lot more into those when I don't know when. I mean, those are good once you respec. But got all this stuff done here. These are just kind of basic ones. This was like huge. I mean, that's kind of just a massive milestone in this game when you can get the lab speed done. These will have to get fitted in. Get these up to like maybe 2% or so. Get like 4 levels into them, because then they start getting really long. So I think I'll want to do 2 levels of those. I got this stuff here. Should put some more into there. Same with these two. I mean, they're pretty short labs, but there's a lot of them. Again, I get more more health out of doing the masteries, so that's not really a priority for me right now. This is the last level. I should do it, especially for the gem rush multiplier, but it's not really urgent. And like a lot of times, like especially farming, I'm not using the max size. So yeah, get the wall stuff done. These are another two that are starting to get long. I'd have to look at like a calculator to see exactly how worth it that is for me. Another one that I should work on finishing out relatively soon. But again, it's kind of just like I'm able to get a better multiplier for other things. Couple of these things done here. This was huge here, 25% damage reduction. Getting these ones done was great. Shock chance I should really work on. But that stuff is definitely not important being an EHP player. Second wind blast is great. You know, kind of get you a reset if your wall pops. I would like to finish that out. I'm gonna put that up there. And I gotta put some more levels into that for when the what's it called? The challenge, like daily challenge or whatever, comes up. Super Tower Mastery. I could put a little bit more into that because it does give you just a massive increase in damage, but not really important for now. Yeah, as far as consistency in the runs, I'd like to get maybe another ban here and then work on like 10 more levels of this. Same thing with this here. Eventually I'll get bot, but not really important. Really long, getting really long for those. I think it's only 20, so yeah, I mean, it's really not that far, but it's just like, again, you can get way better returns on something else. And not really dabbled with most of this. I don't think any of it. I know I've considered doing the fast enemy speed and fast enemy health, so I can kill them a little bit easier in tournament. Got this stuff done. This isn't an issue yet, but I heard later in the game, module costs become the limiting factor, and it's not your shards anymore. But haven't really ran into that. There's another thing I really should put a couple levels into all of these because I respec all the time, or reroll often-ish enough. But that I think would really help. And I mean, I see a lot of people that spend a lot of rerolls and they have several done. And it's just like, man, you just waste a lot. So yeah, this stuff don't have enough yet, but we'll get there. Orbs, Thorn, Knockback, that stuff's going to be massive for me as an EHP player. And then, yeah, eventually one day these substats are going to be freaking huge. What do you get? 30%? Yeah, 30% increase in your substats. So that's going to be huge. So that's about what we got. I think we wanted to also show off the bots here. I got all this stuff. Not going to get, or I'll get that one, but I'm not going to get this defense absolute. I'm probably not going to get this cash bonus either. I'll get the crit factor, and I got the thorns. As far as bots, I respec out of my golden bot, and it's very wonky right now. I'd really like to max the cooldown, but that's a lot of clicks. I mean, that's a lot of medals. And I gotta max out all this other stuff. So Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm probably just going to keep working on the duration because it's cheaper until I come to a point where I want to respec, and maybe I'll take 10% out of the damage reduction for flame bots and put that into the golden bot at some point. I kind of alternate back and forth every few weeks, like once a month or so. But we'll see. I mean, that's just something that I kind of play by ear. I don't really have a strategy or system. As soon as they fixed the flame bot after the last update here, I went to max it out because it was so bad. And I was, like I said, I was struggling, and I had almost got bounced out after this tournament. So I was a little worried after that, after just getting stones there, or keys. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything, guys. I really look forward to making more videos. This isn't going to be, great. A little background noise, a little bit of inconsistency with my speech pattern and whatnot. But, hey, it'll get a little bit more fluid. We'll fine-tune some things. If you watch this, I really appreciate it. Throw me a like if you like the video. And look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.